Gracious me!
Don't gamble with FIFA points. Head straight to the source at u7buy.com, and if you use the code TVM at the checkout, you get yourself a discount. Link in the description. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. I have a structure in mind for the rest of the series going forward, and yeah, that's pretty much how I wanted to start this video. So, as you can see, I've been opening bronze packs, and I've made a lot of money on bronze packs. The Korean cards are selling for 800 every single time, regardless of what position they are. They just sell instantly for 800. Could probably get more for them, to be honest, but try and sell them quickly. I accidentally opened my 50k pack that I got from winning 3 online singles using a team full of goalkeepers. Pain in the ass, but when you do League SBCs and you are literally rinsing the method constantly, and I'm opening bronze packs and all the rest of it, it was inevitably going to happen. I wanted to keep it for Wednesday for footies, but it just didn't. I just lapsed in concentration, looked away, was just, you know, spamming through the pack to get through it to get to the next one, and then, you know. Got this card, which is the most valuable card in the whole pack. Most of it was duplicates. Sold him for 3k. Obviously, it was untradeable, so I had to swap him with the tradable one in my club, but still, that was that. Got all this on the transfer list, which probably won't sell, to be honest, but hopefully we can get something for some of it. I can put him back into the club, actually, thinking about it, because I may or may not have used him in a certain SBC. So, yesterday, EA had an opportunity to basically give the game life, and they didn't take it. And to no one's surprise, but there we are. So, what I'm talking about, of course, is 6 o'clock team of the season finished. What would have been brilliant, and we talked about it, is if they just thrown every single team of the season card in packs. They didn't do it, and they didn't release Festival of Foot, so we didn't get all the special cards in packs. If anything, we had no content. They gave us basically nothing in terms of pack content. The weekly objectives, which I think are very good, although frustrating. So, for instance, this: win 3 rival matches using only players bought off the transfer market to earn a 100k pack. I think that's good. It's fun. Something a bit different. There's going to be a lot of sort of, you know, 1 or 2 big players and then a lot of basic cards. You won't be able to use your icons from SBCs and such. So there's going to be a lot of basic teams being run in Rivals this week, which is kind of cool. You get a 100k pack as well. Awesome. Guess what? Nothing in packs, so what? I don't care. Next, this is kind of cool as well. Complete 12 daily objectives this week to earn a Prime Gold Players Pack. I saw Nep do his 6 o'clock video, and he looked at this and he was like, oh, that's easy. And he went over to his daily objectives. It was literally buy a contract, buy a defender, and list an item on the market or something. He had literally had 4 of the easiest objectives I've ever seen. Do you want to see mine? So, play a game of single-player seasons today and win by at least 2 goals. I mean, that's not difficult, but I have to take 15-20 minutes out of my day to complete that one objective, which would give me, let's be honest, a chem style. The next one, buy a defender. That's easy enough. Play a match and score a goal with any MLS player from the MLS in Division Rivals. Okay, next. What's the next one? Score a penalty with any player. I have to win a penalty and score. Like, I've got 3 of them. 3 of my daily objectives involve playing the game, which I know doesn't sound like, that sounds stupid. That's fine, right? But they're not easy to do, especially that one. I have to win a penalty, and then look at the state of that. It says in the details. It says attempt at having your opponent concede a penalty and score with any player of your choice in foot game mode. In any foot game mode. That doesn't make any sense. Attempt at having your opponent concede. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, that's irrelevant. Moving on. The loan Fernando Torres, we'll talk more about that in a minute. Then you've got this for a 25k pack, that for a 25k pack, and then, of course, complete all the objectives this week to earn a 50k pack. Awesome. And the one that I've already done, win 3 online singles using goalkeepers, which, by the way, I think is a phenomenal objective. That's fun, right? I mean, if people actually played the game on PC, I think I would have enjoyed trying to do that. Unfortunately, you can't really play online singles on PC because it's either full of people doing home win or people using bots and all sorts of nonsense against you. So there's literally no point. You have to go and do home win, otherwise you will literally be sat there for 4 hours just trying to find one legit person who wants to play against you. So it was easy to do, but I didn't actually have to play any of the games. Now, I like those. They were good, but again, there's nothing to open packs for at the moment, which I find to be a bit... so you have to keep the packs for footies, which is what I was trying to do, but I opened so many packs on the daily that I was inevitably going to cock it up and open it, and I did. It took me literally about an hour before I messed it up. They released another SBC, and his name, of course, was Fernando Torres. Now, I completed it on stream, and I would have shown you me completing it, but it literally was me throwing in just a bunch of 84s. I didn't use any high-rated tradable card. I used an 83 Team of the Season, Saudi League Team of the Season we packed ages ago, and then a bunch of random untradeable 84s. And that was it. I don't think I used anything sort of crazy high-rated, nothing I regretted getting rid of at all. Still annoyed now that I obviously didn't... Still annoyed that I got rid of my Iniesta. Very, very frustrated by that, because it would have given me a really nice link to the Fernando Torres. You would have noted as well that our coin balance is now 395 when it was like 900 and something yesterday. How the hell has that happened if you didn't spend any money on Torres? I went out and did something that I've been threatening to do for months and months and months. I took the plunge and I sold my entire team and bought this. No, can you imagine? I went out and did it. I've built basically my ultimate Liverpool team. I have to sort of go into my main squad, rejig a few things, and get a few players on the bench. But the grand reveal, if you didn't know, we went out and bought Moments Jari Litmanen. He has played a couple of games for me so far. 3 games, 1 goal. The goal was pretty good goal, actually. Assist from Torres. Very good finish from Jari on his weaker foot, which is a very very good goal indeed. How do I find him so far? Not particularly good, to be honest. I'm surprised his stamina is 88. It feels more like 78. I don't find him to be fantastic at all. It's nice when you get an opponent that doesn't rush you, because you can pick passes and play the ball over the top and such, and I don't mind that. If I played a different formation, so if I had 3 central midfield players rather than a cam, then I feel like he'd be a better card, because he'd have more time on the ball, a bit more room. Unfortunately, as a cam, he's sort of in that position every time he gets the ball where he needs to get it gone. You need to be moving. You need to be running or something. What does the engine do? I bought him with an engine on. He only has 9 chem right now, because we are waiting for loyalty. Yeah, it's a small boost in acceleration, boost in the passing stats, and long passing and vision and such, and the dribbling goes up a little bit. I'm happy to keep it on that. But I mean, that's basically my Liverpool team. Like, you know, the side we've essentially been unconsciously building the entire time we've had the road to glory. So that, I mean, that's basically complete now. There isn't really, I mean, we've got Mane that can come in, we've got Salah that can come in. I know Fabinho is off chem there at centre back. I know Torres is off chem as well. There's not an awful lot you can do when you kind of do the past and present sort of thing. But I am going to go into a game. I don't think I'm going to go into a game with this, because if I'm honest with you, this is not fun to play with. Especially with the, not that I'm at a high skill rating or anything, but I am at 1600. And a lot of players right now are not playing weekend league, so you're getting the good players playing rivals as well. So it is very, very difficult for me to even play the game right now, let alone play with a quote-unquote fun team. If I go into my main squad, which is Brad's brother, now that we can move Paulinho out of there, I can get Jari Litmanen and Fernando Torres on the bench. That's the guy I used in the SBC, and then I had another one on the transfer list, so he's come back in, so there you go, that's why. I don't really want to be taking Jordan Henderson off the bench, because I really do like my Jordan Henderson, but I think I will do it. I'm going to get rid of Sarabia, and I'm going to bring on the man, the myth, the legend that is Fernando Torres. This Fernando Torres card, by the way, is an exceptional SBC. It is so cheap. I am chuffed to bits that they re-released this, well, re-released, but they released this card after we got rid of that flashback. I have very few regrets in life. 2 of them are, well, 3 of them technically, I suppose, is giving up my Declan Rice, giving up that Iniesta the other day, and giving up my flashback Fernando Torres. So now I have a Torres back again. Unfortunately, EA have decided that he's only worthy of 79 stamina, which I find to be a joke. Like, unbelievable how they've only given him 79 stamina. I'd love to know, actually, what the upgrade from the flashback was. What was the flashback? 92 rated? That card had 75 stamina. It's gone up by 4 stamina. Oh, imagine I mean, look, when you think back at that, right, that SBC for Flashback Torres cost roughly 275k. This one costs 50. Madness. Absolute madness. But no, the card is very, very good. The composure could be higher. I'm not that bothered by it, but it could be higher. The balance could definitely be higher. In fact, the balance has only gone up by 4 from the 92, which is embarrassing. And the stamina is atrocious. It would be nice if his crossing was better so I could use him for the meta. But apart from that, that's okay. I mean, his finishing's fantastic. Shot power's great. Volleys are great. You name it is good, apart from the stamina and the balance, theoretically. And then, of course, there's this, which I need to click on the game to show you. 3-star skills. To a lot of people, that might not be a problem. To me, though, it is almost game-breaking, because he cannot do La Croqueta, and that is something that, let's be honest, Fernando Torres would be able to do. How he doesn't have 4-star skills is beyond me. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, that card off the bench, I think, is going to be the only way we're going to be able to use it effectively. Starting, he just doesn't have the gas tank, really, more than anything else. That's my team. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a live game right now. We're going to talk about footies. We'll talk about what EA did and didn't do. We'll go through some of your comments. And then we'll bring on Jari Litmanen and Fernando Torres. Maybe even Steven Gerrard in amongst that as well. And we'll have a little look at them. I kind of just want to play. I mean, I could go and knock off an objective, I suppose, but I kind of just want to play with the team that I like and bring those guys on as subs as opposed to playing with a team I'm struggling with and then bring on Bale and George Best to sort of tidy things up, because that's what's been happening in the last few games for me. I've been playing with that Liverpool team, struggling to get anywhere near the goal, brought Bale on, brought George Best on at cam instead of Jari Litmanen. Bale has come on for whomever, Origi or something, and then bang, all of a sudden we are firing all cylinders and we're just smashing people to bits. It turns out I need a specific player to play this game, otherwise I'm trash. Now in terms of stamina, I think we should be Gucci, and let's get into the game. This took absolutely ages to find, so would not surprise me if this guy was either Division 7 or Division 1, although his team would suggest Division 9, but we'll see. I don't know. I mean, the game is horrendous at this point, right? So you don't need me to tell you that this is going to feel terrible. And to be honest, oh look, the guy's pressing pause, brilliant. To be honest, I was caught in two minds then. I was going to boot the ball out of play because I'm guessing this guy's either going to quit or make a sub. So I was just going to smash it out of play and just get on with it because I hate that little symbol in the top. But looks like he's just going to make a sub. But a lot of people in the comments say that they've uninstalled the game, which is interesting. There were Gio says that he's already deleted the game after my rewards. ItchG said, after rewards I uninstalled this terrible game. Now I can enjoy playing other games, especially enjoy my weekend. See you in FIFA 20. All the best, and all the best to you, of course, as well. Oh, he's bringing on Ronaldo. There's a novelty. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, all the best, I guess. The issue that I have, of course, is that I can't stop playing this game because it's my job, and I can't go and play another game because people just won't watch it. At least I get some degree of sort of viewership with FIFA, regardless of what time of year it is. I can always expect a certain level of sort of viewers. The problem I have is that if I were to go and play, I don't like Fortnite, but if I were to go and play Fortnite or something, I don't have the sort of viewer base for that. They don't care about, some people do, but a lot of people don't care because they can go and get their fill from people who know how to play the game. People like to watch me on here, A, because of my personality, I'm guessing, from what people tell me anyway. B, because I have okay, maybe I'm not the best at this game, but I do have an intimate knowledge of this game and know what's what and how to do things. It's just a case of actually doing them. So I mean, I guess that's one of the reasons why people, or several reasons why people watch me on this game. If I went on a game like Fortnite, a game where I don't have that sort of knowledge or expertise or anything, then people are not going to engage with it. They've got other people for that, you know? Like FM, Football Manager, is a game that I love to play, and it's a game that I play if I do get any spare time. I will try and dedicate as much to it as I can. And that is, for me, it never gets boring. I could play that all day, every day, and just literally lose myself in it for like 20 hours a day, and I wouldn't get bored of it no matter how many times I played it, because you literally can't finish it. I mean, okay, you get to a point where you are winning the league and the Champions League every year. But then as soon as you get to the point where you're thinking, right, well, I'm a bit bored now, you can either move to another club, and before everybody says, oh, all you're going to do is cross, guess what? Yeah, I am, because this game can piss off. I'm going to score however I'm going to score these days. It's bad enough that I'm still having to play it. If I have to cross to score goals, that's just the way I'm going to do it. So yeah, you just move to another club, or your players start to retire and just start to deplete in quality, and then you have to try and rebuild, and that is brilliant, and I love that about FM. Unfortunately, FIFA doesn't have that lifespan. Oh, that's a poor header. Might have to bring Torres and Littman on earlier than I thought I was going to have to here, because this guy doesn't feel that great, which I love, by the way. I didn't want a hard opponent. If you rename this series me opening packs and talking nonsense, I'll watch every episode. So, yesterday's episode, just in case you missed it, basically, I think we had a pack episode, didn't we? Where all I did was just open a few packs and just talk utter bollocks about what I kind of want in FIFA going forward, and what I wanted for 6 o'clock that I didn't get. Hello, this is Ronaldo, and this is in the back of the net. No, it's not. Just a joke. There's Bale. Oh, what a goal! That is cheeky. Oh, he's going to quit. Oh, I don't want to go and find another game. Please don't leave. I'll be lonely. It took me about an hour to find this game, by the way. That was a bit of exaggeration. It took me about 5-10 minutes to find this game. It just kept searching. That finish from Bale, by the way, is cheeky as hell. I left it a little bit there without skipping the replay, because I kind of wanted to give him a chance to cool down, in the hope that he would stay. We might just be making... Nope, he's gone. Brilliant. I mean... So we'll try that again. I do apologise, by the way, if this episode goes on to be an extremely long one. I'm almost certain I've played this guy like earlier today. That is a very familiar team. How many players have used that? I've come against that Fraser 3 times today. Crazy. So I don't know where we were in that episode. I don't know what I was talking about, but I'm basically going to start again. If I repeat myself, I do apologise. There's not an awful lot I can do about it. So, 6 o'clock content yesterday, right? A lot of people wouldn't really have cared. Scoop. Oh, that's going to be Ronaldo all day long. Keeper. Oh, hello. Yeah, nice one. Good job. Good job. So, yeah, most people would have been like, oh, well, no content. I'll go play something else. And that's fair enough. The issue I have, of course, is I have to play this game. I can't just go and play something else because people don't care. And like I said, I'd like to play FM, but people just, there might be a handful of people in the comments of the Road to Glory be like, yeah, I'd watch Play FM. But ultimately, the hundreds and thousands of people who watch my other videos just wouldn't. And that's the problem I have, like a couple of hundred people would watch it, sure. But I need like 1,500 people to watch an FM video to make it worthwhile. And it's just not something that would happen. Oh, that is so poor. And that's the shame of it, really, because FM's the only other game, that and Fight Night. I mean, I'm not very good at most games, but Fight Night, FM are the 2 games that I enjoy playing the most, and the 2 games that I'm probably the best at. Fight Night, I've hardly ever lost a game online. I don't really play online that much anymore. I just go on and have a few bouts against the AI just for sort of wind down purposes. Take my frustration out on FIFA as opposed to... Oh, that's a cheeky goal. Take my frustration out on FIFA as opposed to... out on people in Fight Night, sorry, as opposed to screaming about it in FIFA. But people wouldn't watch me on playing Fight Night, and the same with FM. Like, I feel like I'm a very, very good FM player. To list a few of my accomplishments, I took TNS, which is a team in Wales. Hello. Who they always finish top of the Welsh League anyway, so that's nothing new. It's basically like taking over Celtic. The only difference is TNS very rarely, in fact they never, qualify for the Champions League. They're always in like the playoffs for it in real life, but they never qualify for it. And I managed to qualify them for the Champions League twice, and we didn't get through the groups or anything because you just never get the funding for it. But I also managed to get them into the Europa League a few times, got them through the groups in the Europa League once. So, that's just one of my achievements. I took Evian in the 2nd tier of French football, and in 4 seasons we'd gone up into the 1st tier in League 1, and we'd overturned or overthrown PSG, we were now the dominant force in France, and PSG were finishing like 5th and 6th and stuff, and we were the ones winning the league every year by clear margins. We were going into the Champions League, got to the final of the Champions League. I feel like I'm a very competent FM player, and I know how to play that game, and I love playing that game. Bang. Oh, I should have timed it. There's no point learning to time it now anyway, because they're going to change the way that timed shots are taken in FIFA 20. So learning how to do it in this FIFA is all but pointless anyway. But yeah, I'd love to be able to play it, but it's just like I said, the viewership just isn't there. Oh no, that's a goal. Yep, fair enough. So yeah, like I said, the way the series is going to go. What is it? Trunks said that if I just renamed the series to Opening Packs and Talking Nonsense, he'd watch it. And ultimately, 2 episodes of that a week is basically what we're going to have, I think. I need to try and find the angle here to get into that little drop-down menu underneath the score came up right as when I needed to look to see who I was going to pass it to, and I couldn't see. I wish you could disable that shite. It does my head in. There's a bar at the bottom with players' names that pop up early on, which apparently you can disable, which I've not done. But that literally pops up once in the game right at the beginning and then disappears. That bar with information that you might find useful or interesting pops up under the score like every 5 minutes. And it's so annoying when you're playing this camera angle because it's just so intrusive. That should be another goal. He's just passing it into my area, and for some reason, even though I'm on like 4 depth, maybe even 5 depth actually, he somehow just... My defence had just sat back. Don't really know what's going on here. Not what I did in the slightest, but yeah, crack on. So I've come up with a structure. I don't know what days I'll be doing what, but my structure I think is going to be two days a week will be live games. So I'm just going to go into 1 live game. Look at that pop up again. I didn't even see that he had a man out wide. Unreal. Just, I can't wait to turn this game off. I genuinely can't. I should have just stopped after that rage quit. When I'm winning and my opponent literally can't hold the controller, I can look past the bad gameplay because at least I'm winning the game. But when it's a game like this and my opponent's good, I'm on the same level, and the gameplay screws you over with pop-ups getting in the way, passes not going remotely where you play them, I just can't be asked for it. Like, if it was an even playing field and it was same for both of us, like it just like the game was working fine, I wouldn't mind. Like, it just proved that he would be better than me, for instance. First time shot, which I probably shouldn't have taken. Tried to head it back, he didn't even jump. He's 6'4", or even higher, 6'5" maybe. If he jumps there, he wins that header, and he just didn't jump. So 2 games a week will be live content where I'm literally just sat here answering comments, talking nonsense essentially. Like I said, I don't know what days they will be. Oh, just perfectly dropped for him, and finally we pick it up. I need to throw it out here because I was going to throw it on the opposite side, but he got it. Did you see how that perfectly dropped in his path? It's not just like... That would happen to me as well, or for me I should say, which is just stupid. It shouldn't, right? Absolutely ridiculous. Where's Blanc going? Blanc does this, and this is why for a long time I wanted to get rid of Blanc. I'm going to keep him there because he came in handy there. Oh, I'm going to have to try and scoop. Oh, that is sexy football. La Croqueta to get it back on the left. Didn't listen. Tried to do 2, and he stopped. Oh well. The other 2 days of the week, I will be doing just packs. I think I'll build like, I don't know, 15, 20 packs or whatever, and we'll literally just open them live. Nothing else, just live packs. Still go through comments and such, but just open packs from the League SBC. So that's 4 episodes a week. The other 3, I think what I'm going to do is I will cover any SBCs that they drop, and if we decide to do them or whatever. If we then go and maybe complete sections of Cruyff or something, then obviously we'll do that. And then the other days where there's gameplay to be had left over, what I'll do is... I'm tempted to bring Torres on here, but who do I bring him on for? Let me bring him on for Firmino. Don't really want to be taking Firmino off, but I'll take him off just for Bants. And I put Ronaldo in the middle. I don't really want to be doing that, but hey, it is what it is. Why didn't I just put Torres up front? Yeah, I don't know why I didn't just put Torres up front. Anyway, he's sort of back post meta now, so we just get some crosses in and see how good he is in the air. Something that I've not actually tested extensively so far. The goal that he scored was actually on the floor. I don't know what that was, but it is what it is. Yeah, and the other ones, we'll go for the objectives, you know, trying to get like some wins and things like that in rivals for packs and things, or if there's players available through footies, for instance, then we'll do that. No, well done, Torres. No, you just wouldn't have lost it, would he? That's his balance, that is, and that's another issue. If he had better balance there, he would not have been knocked off it. And, oh, that's a nice ball, Ronaldo. Go on. Socrates, into Ronaldo, through to Casemiro, goal. Oh, it's poor. It's so poor. I was going to bring on Jari Litmanen for Casemiro, because I've got Vieira, he can do the job for me, and it would have just been Litmanen on the pitch, but I decided against it, and I probably should have brought him on, because then that would have been a goal. Never mind. Or what I could do is actually bring on, put Socrates into CDM, use Torres up front or wherever, and then, oh, never mind, who cares, let's just stop talking. So yeah, I think we'll have gameplay 3 days a week, and then packs, 2 dedicated pack episodes, and then 2 dedicated live games. Maybe that's too much gameplay, I don't know. Basically, what I want to do is make sure that the Road to Glory continues daily. Not necessarily for your purpose. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Not necessarily for your benefit. I mean, it is, obviously, because you're the ones watching it. Brilliant. And that's balance again. He can't go shoulder to shoulder because he just gets knocked over. That wasn't me moaning about a foul, by the way. That was not a foul. But it's just pathetic how weak Torres is. Like, he just wasn't like that. The end of an era card surely has got to go back to the best point of his career, which was when he was at Liverpool, arguably one of the best players in the world through that period, if not the best player in the world, and yet he's getting pushed over. Go back to the goal he scored against Chelsea and tell me he gets pushed over then. No, he didn't. But, you know, EA. Yeah, like I said, it's not necessarily just for your benefit, because I need to, you know, this is my job essentially. So the Road to Glory is actually one of the main staples of this channel right now. It's the most consistent thing. So I want to make sure that the content is staying consistent. That's beautiful football. I don't know why I tried to dink it in the box. I should have just gone for goal. Bale's right foot doesn't really excite me though. It doesn't fill me with confidence, shall we say. What's this? It's Alexandro. No, not what I wanted. Please tell me it's a corner. Thank you very much. This has kind of lost its zip on the last few attempts. There you go, that's better. Too close to the keeper, though. Oh well, never mind. Next time ball goes out of play, Jari Litmanen on. Casemiro off. Socrates goes into CDM. Torres, I think, will go up front. Ronaldo back out to the wing. And Jari Litmanen can go into cam. Aye. Fernando Torres with an effort. That's not bad, thank you very much. Right, Socrates, where Casemiro's going. Casemiro over there. And that for Ronaldo, and then we can take Casemiro off and bring on Yaza Litmanen, and there you go. Alright, now I want to go into constant pressure and basically do that again. Yeah, there you go, like that. That's all I want to do. That is all I want to do. But yeah, I want to keep the Road to Glories going, basically. I want them to be daily. I did say to you the other day that I was going to do that, like reviving my club, or fix my club, or whatever I said. In principle, it's a decent idea, and it's something I wouldn't mind doing. However, in practical, or in practice, or whatever the terminology is, it's not a good idea, because it means I have to play so much more of the game to get my club to a reputable standard. Like this club right now, it's hard enough to get League SBCs going on here, even though my club is set up for it, because I've been doing it for so long. If I was to go to a fresh account, or more or less a fresh account, and try it on there, no. Just no. And try it on there, it would take a long time to get set up. There's nothing in packs right now. The market has crashed considerably. Things aren't worth that much money. So doing League SBC method right now, it's still profitable, but nowhere near as much as it was. So it would take even longer to get going. So it's just not. It's not a good idea, really. It would just take too much time and effort for the amount of views it would get, basically. So I've decided against it. I'd like to just continue doing the Road to Glory. Hello, La Croqueta, and play it inside. Oh, not to no one. To someone would have been nice. We've got so much more of the ball now this second half, and it's just not happening. I don't think Jari Litmanen has touched the ball yet. Oh no, don't shoot! Oh, you absolute donkey. I wanted to play it into Ronaldo. It didn't go into him. I'd already pressed shoot. It came out to Vieira, and he just slapped it because I told Ronaldo to shoot. Ah, dear, dear, dear. Can we lay this off? There you go, Jari Litmanen. Little 1-2. Oh, I mean, that pass from Torres was brilliant. When the game works, I love it. When it doesn't work, it is the most frustrating game you can ever play. Oh, hello, he did me there. Socrates, want to wake up, son, or what? There you go, fantastic. Oh, Vieira, don't even worry about it, mate. We'll just let it go, is it? You dare give a penalty for that. I would have cried. See if we can play this out wide here. I mean, I didn't know whether Ronaldo would be my main target there, but okay. Just wouldn't get it down. Would not get it down. Oh, Torres. I need him to have scoop turn there, and he just doesn't. So annoying. That people in the review are going to be like, "Oh, just stop bitching." But like, that's how I play. Scoop turn in that position would have been a goal. It just would have been. There's just no two ways about it. Not enough power. Get after it, Jari. Flick it up. Boom. Oh, Jari Litmanen. 4 minutes remaining, and that's an absolute banger. That is a really good goal. I'm annoyed he's not number 37. He was in the other squad because I changed it, but I forgot about that. There he is, my boy. Yes, I've even got him on a phone case. That's how much I dedicate my life to this guy. I follow his philosophies. I eat the same food. Now, can you imagine? Look how close that is to the crossbar. What a goal that is. That's not crossing meta. That's a fantastic goal. He's actually quite prolific in front of goal. Like, he's only really had 2 shots. He scored both of them, which, much to my surprise, I wasn't expecting it. I mean, on the ball, he doesn't feel that great, but when asked to do something, he does it. There you go. Torres, on the other hand, I don't know how to feel about Torres. It's the lack of 4-star, honestly, and the stamina. The stamina off the bench is fine. It's not an issue. I don't mind it. It's the lack of 4-star that really, really puts me off him. It just breaks the card for me. It just doesn't have that fluidity that you'd come to really expect from a card like Torres. Like, his agility is good, his pace is good. It just doesn't have that extra, that sort of edge, you know. Nah, that's a shame. Can we just call it time there? Yes, we've actually won 2 games on the bounce. Go on. Very happy with that. Jari Litmanen off the bench, just, you know, doing Jari Litmanen type things. That's basically a goal that I would have expected him to score in real life, to be fair. Little flick over to take the defender out, and then an absolute banging finish. I complain about the game a lot, but to be fair, that was one of the better games. Look at that, 8.1 for Jari Litmanen. Fernando Torres, on the other hand, only played a 7.0. That one situation where he could have scoop turned, he would have taken out the opponent, and he would have been through on goal. Whether he would have scored or not, another question. But that's a little bit frustrating that he doesn't have that ability. I mean, this is going nowhere. But takes him out, bang. What a goal that is. I mean, that is sexy. That's a sexy goal. That's a Jari Litmanen goal. You've got to love that. Oh, I could watch that all day. That's glorious. That is not your typical FIFA goal. Love it. So on that bombshell, I think we are pretty... Look how quickly I'm getting up to 2,000 points for qualification. And that guy had a higher skill rating than I did as well. If you get above 30 points on your skill rating after beating someone, that generally means that they had a higher skill rating than you. If you beat someone and you get 28 points, they had a lower skill rating. That guy, incidentally, that I beat in the first game that he left, I got 15 points. Why? Because he left early? Nothing to do with it. That guy must have been like Division 6 or something. It took about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes to find the game. It must have just searched and searched and searched through the divisions, found the guy right down there and be like, right, that'll do, we'll have him. So poor matchmaking on EA's part that cost that guy some points, basically. But I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have lost many because he was up against someone with a much higher skill rating. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. There's nothing really else to do. Footy's on Wednesday. That'll be interesting. I still have that draft to finish, incidentally. But footy's on Wednesday, which should be interesting. I'm hoping, at least, that we're going to get something I'm hoping we're going to get something like a really nice promo. You know, some really nice cards that don't already have special cards, some really nice boosted stats, stamina to actually match the stats, and for the pack weight to be really good. Like, you open 10 packs, you pack 2 of them. I don't care if they're all worth 20k. I want some fun, and opening 200 packs and getting 3 walkouts is not fun. So fingers crossed that that changes for Wednesday. But we'll be back again tomorrow. I genuinely don't know what will be tomorrow. Maybe packs, maybe something else. If you've got any suggestions of things we can do, maybe just go out and build like 10k teams and go and play the game. But it's just playing the game, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's just something I'm not interested in. But if you guys want to see it, then I'll sacrifice my happiness for your entertainment. If you want to see like 10k teams or something, or maybe we take one player from this team, could build a team around him, again using 10k, take it in and do that for every single player. That could be something to do, I guess. Just give me suggestions down in the comments. If you have enjoyed it, smack the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.